Hi there, it's Moosey Binno, not really, it's Moose here for Balls and All, and welcome to the show. And we're right now, this must be called the NCG, standing for the Noranda Cricket Ground. Not really, we're actually in someone's backyard, and we're going to explain what that's all about. We're going to be catching up with Wayne, and tonight's show is going to be from here, and we're going to be showing you a little bit of the city, a place that we all recognise here in Western Australia, and we got a lot of stories for you tonight. But first, let's get the balls and all rolling, as we always say. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cross over to James and get a bit of a report on the pitch here, how it is in the Noranda Cricket Ground.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Moose. The winds are blowing southwesterly today. Hello to everyone else out there, the viewers. The pitch is pretty good here on the bricks, but over there is a bit bumpy and that, so we'll check it out over here. It looks alright. There's a couple of holes around, but it should be alright for the cricket today. And back to you, Moose.
Okay, thanks James for that, and we're going to be getting into watching this game, but first I'm going to talk to the ground curator here, and we're going to be talking to Stephen. So Stephen, you want to just come in here, we'll just have a bit of a chat with you. How you going, mate? Welcome to Balls and All.
Yep.
So when did this all start? You say a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it started about a couple of years ago. Like we just used to muck around and play, and then we just decided, like, you know, we'll go for money, and then just went on like that.
Okay, now that's an interesting subject. You got how many? About 16 guys, you say.
Yeah,
but
we got
now,
16.
what's this about the money? How do you get the money for this?
Well, usually everyone puts in $2, and then like if there's about 10 of us that play nightly, we usually make a limit of 10. And like, because not everyone can make it every night.
Yeah.
And so then we make 10, so that's about $20, and $1 goes towards the special markers we've got on the ground, and the other $10 goes to the winner.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So you've been doing this a few years, and you're not really like an association or a league or anything. You don't have set fixtures. Just how does everyone know?
Oh, we're all really mates. Most of us are all really mates. Used to go to high school together. And so yeah, we've got another backyard, another couple of backyards. One of them's closed down due to pool going in there, but yeah.
You couldn't make it, like if you hit the pool at 6 points or something?
There was a fence around, so it's cut off half the backyard.
All right. Now, the guys that are here and all that, are this like relations or just a bunch of mates?
A couple of them are my brothers. One of them that's batting, and the other one, also we're 3 of us are brothers, and there's another 2 here. One was here earlier, but he had to go other commitments. Yeah.
Now, what's the difference in the rules here to cricket? Not that I really know cricket rules, but what's the difference in the rules?
Well, there's no real running. It's just mainly like you got to play on the back walls and hit, like if you hit the back walls, either 2 or 4 runs. The side walls on the full of 1, and it's nearly all the same. And just caught behind. There's automatic wicky.
And over the fence is 6 and out?
Over the fence is 6 and out. Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
See, I know cricket.
And whoever hits it over has to go get it.
Right. So now, what do you do? Now, you're the curator here. Obviously, this is the NCG. We've named it, the Noranda Cricket Ground. What's the deal with the lawn? It's just a small bit of grass?
Yeah, just a small bit of grass. You know, my dad wants it like that. He doesn't want too much, and no, I don't do really much. Don't even turn the sprinklers on, all automatic. So yeah.
Okay.
It's all done.
Okay. So I noticed a different kind of ball you're using there.
Yeah, because we play on a brick pitch, so like it gets a bit too bouncy, and so the tennis balls, bounce too much, and so therefore we use a plastic kangaroo cricket ball.
Now, what if someone else is watching and says, "Oh, it looks like a lot of fun and whatever"? You only do this in summer, though, don't you?
Yeah, during the summer, just like late at night and stuff. We've got lights, and so we play at night as well.
Oh, okay. The night games are happening. That's the yellow ball. Now, someone else wants to get involved and have a bit of fun. Are you looking for other people to get involved and have fun, or not really?
Not really. It's just mates,
Yeah.
It's just mates thing. It's like all of us that we know and stuff.
Okay, now what's the deal? Because obviously you don't have like 2 teams. I see there's 5 guys here playing now, so obviously you don't have 2 teams. But what goes on? Is it just...
Yeah, just single. We all bat for ourselves, and everyone has a go to bowl at them. It's just like 3. We have 3 wickets, 20 overs. So therefore, like if there's 4 fielders, there's 5 overs each for them, and it just goes. Everyone goes for themselves.
All right. Now, something that comes to my mind is here in Perth we have such beautiful big parks, which are often open, and there's places usually you can go. Do you guys ever go to parks? It's always just a backyard.
You sometimes go to parks, but you need a bit more people, like 15, 16. But when we've only got like 10 or so, it gets a bit like the ball seems to run away too much and stuff. Everyone gets tired and stuff. So it's easier backyard where it's confined and stuff. Yeah.
And tell me, what are the neighbours like if the ball goes over the fence?
Yeah, we've got the couple. Well, no one used to live in the house behind us, and they just new neighbours now, and they don't really mind. But the ones that were on the side, they don't mind at all. They let us in their backyard whenever they want.
So so they don't worry if they see you come hopping over the back fence to grab the ball. And it's quite a big fence to be jumping anyway. But okay, so what happens if you guys book a day and it's raining or something? What happens there?
Oh, we just cancel it, whatever. Yeah, cancel it.
So it's pretty casual.
Yeah, it's pretty casual,
Yeah.
But whenever we haven't got anything to do, usually Monday nights, especially when no one's got work and stuff. I see Chili Peppers are on tonight, so yeah.
Yeah, well, they're in there and the entertainment center. So, well, that's cool. We're gonna just watch you guys a little bit more and so on. Oh, let's see. He's hit the clothesline. What happens there?
Oh yeah, that's just.
You get extra points?
Nah, no extra points there. That's just an interference. Sometimes you're usually unlucky.
I think the batter's aiming for us is what it is, really. He's trying to get us.
All right. Yeah.
One way to get on TV. Well, look, that's what Balls and All is all about, as we say. We're not really, like, I know we talked to the Eagles and we spoke to a few of the boys from the Wildcats and whatever, but we're here for your sports and your leisure. And here's a bunch of guys, as they say, about 20 of them, get involved on a weekly basis and have a bit of fun. And that's kind of what we're about. So you make sure you get your pen and paper ready, because at the end of the show, we're going to have our email and our post office box and whatever else. And you can get in touch with us. We want to know about your leisure activities and your sports, of course. And let us know what's happening, and we'll come around and do a bit of a story. So let's have a look at these guys. Oh, here we go. We got one on the roof. So what happens there? Do you get extra points?
Nah.
Should do. So everyone can aim for the roof. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here at the NCG. Okay, well, we're going to be leaving you here from the NCG, as we call it, the Noranda Cricket Ground, or just obviously someone's backyard. And Paul, I believe, is winning at the moment with about 28 points or something. And beautiful backyard, as you can see. And anybody can get into this. It is summertime. And there's a bee flying around. Now, James, you went down and spoke to the guys up at the Barbagallo Speedway where the NASCAR was just held, and what a fantastic weekend. We'll give you some stories on that.
That's right. A lot of young guys down there in the cars having a lot of fun, as I wish I could have, but I was too late that day. So take a look at the story and get into it. Hello, I'm Jones from Balls and All. We're here at Wanneroo for all you petrol heads. I know you'd like to be here at the Bluelight Street Drags. I bought my own car, but I was too late, so I can't drag. Anyway, I'm talking to a guy here, and his name is Jaron. How you going, mate?
Not bad, mate.
Would you like to tell us a bit about your car?
Yeah, just an XE Falcon 351, FMX gearbox, bit of a high stall, a little bit of head work, nothing too drastic.
You been down here before dragging?
Not here, no.
Okay.
So usually go to Ravenswood.
What do you think of this whole event?
It's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's a bit tricky to get up here sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Friday night be a bit better maybe, but it depends if the track's available.
You got any mates down here cheering you on?
Yeah, we've got about 4 cars coming down with us, so we're all out there have a bit of fun, see what we can kill.
Good stuff. Thanks a lot. Hope you go well. I'm speaking with Sean now. How you going, Sean?
Oh, well, mate, how are you?
Good, mate. How long has this event been running here?
We've been running this since November last year. We started to put the whole program together in about June and July. It took us a couple of months of planning, and we had our first meeting in November.
And how successful has it been?
Oh, it's been monstrous, mate. This is our 5th meeting so far, and we've just got thousands here tonight.
Yeah, I know I tried to get in, but I was too late.
Yeah, she's very hard.
What are your plans for the future?
We want to run these all through the finer weather months. We'll have a bit of a hiatus in winter when it's wet, and then bring it on as soon as the fine weather starts again.
How often do you think you might be running it?
At this stage we're running once a month, but we're trying to get some other police districts involved so that we can run them hopefully on a fortnightly basis.
That'd be great. Who puts up for all the cost in this place?
Well, I do and my committee. We run this as a non-profit event. We run it under the banner of Bluelight, and basically if we don't get the people through the gate, we can't pay the bills.
So make sure any of you drivers out there want to come down and have some fun, come down and give it a go. It's only $10 to drive and $5 to watch, isn't that right?
That's right, yep. Very cheap night out.
All right, thanks a lot for your time.
Not a problem.
As you can hear, obviously Tango 1's just started up. That big police machine, he's going by now. And the red Noranda here I'm staying with is Jeremy's car. How you going, Jeremy?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
All right, would you like to tell us a bit about your car?
Oh yeah, it's just it's Holden 308 on board. It's just standard stroke. It's got a big cam, set of good heads. I did all myself, rebuilt the engine. It's a big Holly on it, automatic with a high stall and a decent dip in it, and away you go.
And how long did it take to get the full project together?
Oh, about a year and a half. Had to save a lot of money, you know, being a mechanic and that.
Is this a street registered car?
No, it was, but I just took it off the road. It's a bit too powerful for the street, so.
Yeah. Have you been to many of these events before?
Yeah, this is my third one here, and I go to Ravenswood quite a lot as well. That's what I built the car for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how quick can you get down that straight, mate?
I can do the quarter mile in 11.86 seconds at 114 miles an hour.
That's pretty damn good, people.
Having a few technical problems tonight, but we'll try and work through them. Nevertheless, all the A-class vehicles are getting the car hit down into the stage. Well, Mel, another distributor, mate.
How you going, mate? You're in the Tango 1, obviously.
Not too bad, yeah. It's a good night here tonight. We've got a couple of passengers, and I'm sure they'll be enjoying the ride.
Yeah, I see you got. Is that your son on board? Is it?
No. It's another gentleman here with his young son, and they won the raffle, and we're out here to give them a ride.
Okay. Do you mind if I speak to the guy in the back then?
We'll go for it.
How you going, mate?
How you going?
What do you think about getting to ride in our Tango 1?
I'm a bit nervous, eh?
Should be good fun because I've seen this thing go before, mate. I was like, woo! How fast does this thing do the quarter mile?
The best is about 11.8, but normally running about low 12s at Ravenswood, pretty consistently.
All right, thanks a lot. I'm speaking with Mike Besley. How you going, Mike?
G'day, mate.
How long have you been dragging this?
Just since November.
Okay, I got to let you go, I think, because you got to run, don't you?
Yeah, no worries, mate.
I'll catch up with you later.
Probably not too impressed at the moment.
Yes, I'm still here in pit lane. It's pretty loud down here. I'm speaking with Doug Cruxton. How you going?
Good, thanks, mate.
Would you like to tell us a bit about your car?
It's just an ex-police VO, just a stock.
I gotta let you go anyway. So, okay, I'm speaking with John. This is an XR8U, isn't it?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, is it pretty stock? You done anything to it?
Basically, drivetrain's very stock, suspension's been lowered, Coney shocks fitted, and a couple of suspension bushes in polyurethane.
You ever been down here dragging before?
No, this is my first time here.
Right, best of luck. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'm speaking with Trent now. This is an LX Tirana, is it?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Okay, what's under the bonnet?
Just 253.
All right, you been down here dragging before?
Yeah, it's good fun, eh?
Yeah. Have you had any wins?
Yeah, I've beat a few Statesmans, and yeah, I'm about to beat the guy behind me.
Good stuff. What do you think about the actual event here?
Yeah, it's good. Keeps it all off the streets. You don't lose your licence. You do good
okay. I better let you go anyway, so best of luck.
No worries.
Last but not least in the pit lane, I'm speaking to Lee in the Loser. How you going, mate?
Good, thanks.
All right, would you like to tell us a bit about your car?
It's turbocharged, it's four-wheel drive. It's had a bit of work done to it to strengthen it up and that. Goes all right.
Have you been down here Dragon before?
Nah, but I've just been to Ravenswood before a few times.
And how'd you go there?
Oh, not too bad, no.
Okay, thanks for your time. Best of luck tonight. See you later. I'm speaking with a good friend of mine. His name is Mayo, and this is his beautiful Commodore. What's in it, mate?
No, it's a 308. It's fully worked, 308. So we've got the flat top pistons, low torque heads.
What kind of gearbox and diff are you running?
Oh, it's 350 turbo. The gearbox has been tricked up.
Have you been down here Dragon before?
Yeah, I came here a few times before. Yeah.
And how'd you go?
Oh, I went pretty good. Yeah, I won my races.
I think you took your advice there.
Alright, it was a good night down there. It's good to see everyone kept it street legal, and instead of doing it in the streets, they were having fun, legalised with the police supervision. So it was
that's
good.
what it's all about. And the thing is it's your opportunity. They have it about once a month, as they said, and the Joondalup police are the people to get in touch with, and they all look after you. And something we need to point out, as we did in our last story, is that the guys who check out your cars aren't actually policemen. So if you think maybe something's dodgy, the guys are volunteer scrutineers, and they're not going to put yellow stickers on your car or nothing like that.
Yeah,
so
basically, Moose, if your car ain't roadworthy for the drags, they're not going to hand you over to a police officer and put a sticker on your car. It's just they tell you. I don't even know if they give you your money back or not. I don't think so. But that way you know what to fix up on your car so you can go down there and race it.
Yeah, $5 to get in. I think it's $10 to race.
Drive. Yeah, and it's all night. It's good fun.
As you've seen there, everybody had a good time and whatever, and it's a place where you can check your car out against other cars that are maybe up to your standard, might be better. So go there and have a go. Now, the boys here are still playing heavy in their the big cricket game here held at Noranda, and we're going to be taking a break, and then we'll be meeting up with Wayne and Tim in the city, and so we'll talk to you then.
It's this evening here. We're on the South Perth foreshore.
That's right, and it's beautiful. You can see our wonderful city behind us, of course, the lights, and you'll see some overlay footage of the lights all coming on. It's just on dusk here, so I hope we're not too dark. And now, Tim, you had a story recently about some kids.
That's right. We spoke to some children and also their coaches down at Middleton Park over in Cloverdale about an international pitchball series. Now, these kids are off to Japan in about, it's April, I believe, and they're hard at training.
It's the end of March, I think.
End of March, right? Yeah, now they're all off to Japan. They've been training hard. They've also been studying hard. And the reason why is because when they go to Japan, they're staying with billeted families, so they've got to learn Japanese, they've got to learn about the culture of Japan. So it's not just a sport, it's also a great learning experience and quite an enjoyable event for all the kids.
And they look like they were having quite a good time. So let's have a look at this story. The ferry's just leaving us over there, so let's have a look at this story.
Hi, and we're down at Middleton Park, and at the moment I'm speaking with Daryl and John. Daryl and John are both actually both committee members for the International Pitch Series, which is going to Japan April 28th.
Yes, that's exactly right. 28th of April, we take the 18 children that we're now training here, that you see behind us, we take them to Japan to compete against the Japanese in the series that we've organised over the last 8 years. Okay.
Now, I believe we lost the series last year. Badly. So we're definitely going over there to win it this year?
We certainly are. 2 years ago, the team that we took to Japan actually brought back the shields. They won 5 games out of 5. The adults even won their games, so we're not that old yet. But last year we all lost our games, so therefore we've all got to come back and regroup, go back again. We'll be the second year players that'll be going this time, so that'll be good for our side. Okay.
Great. And how did all this come about? How did it start?
It started back in 1992, October 1992. I think John, myself and many other people like us, we actually saw that children with great attitudes that love playing this sport didn't have an opportunity to represent at high level because they never had that kill instinct that was required by most coaches. Consequently, what we did, we took those children with a great attitude, we took the time, we teach them a little bit more of diamond skills, and consequently we mould them into a team format and give them the go that they should really have, being great kids. Okay, so encouragement is always the way to go, I think.
That's fantastic. And now we're going to chat with some of our state pitchball champions. And who do we have here?
Dylan Leach,
Marcus Price,
Daniel Zaknich,
James Trinidad,
Ben Hayes,
Simone Reid.
Look a bit ragged. Go on, keep going.
How long have you been involved in T-ball for?
About 7 years.
And where did you come from, Marcus?
Forestfield Baseball Club and then Vic Park Baseball Club.
And how did you get selected for this?
I was at state training and Mr. Wells was down there and he asked myself and 2 of my other state friends to try out.
Yep. Good on you. And how long have you been involved with T-ball for?
About 7 years.
About 7 years?
Yep.
And are you excited about all this?
Yeah.
Come on, say some more.
Yeah.
That's all right. And where are you from?
South Perth Baseball Club.
Okay. And Simone, you're one of only 4 girls on the team. How does that feel?
It's alright.
You're also the captain?
Yep.
And how did you get selected for that?
Well, I just wrote a letter to Mr. Wells and he said he'd go.
Great. And how's Japanese lessons going for everyone here?
Alright.
Not going well at all. What's the hardest part?
Learning it.
Just the language or the actual culture?
The language.
Language.
Everyone you can remember. Okay, you do one of the easy ones. Oh, I like the other side. Oh, alright, we'll do the other side. I've got one. Okay, smoke something. Are we doing capsules? No, only one each.
Can you tell us about the actual selection process?
Well, most children, as Darryl said, are not necessarily the elite of the elite, which play baseball and everything else. What we do is we go through a criteria. We notify a few of the associations in the area. The children then apply to join the association. They come down. We go through a panel situation, and really we don't know how the children play.
Yep.
We go on their attitude. That is a big main thing of this association, is the attitude of the child at the time, and then we get them down here and then we put them through, as you saw, the hard pace and the hard facts. Is we've got to go out there and play a game, all right? But yeah, they get selected through a criteria, and then there's about 4 people on the panel. Right, and then we just go through them, and then once they're selected, they come down here, and Darryl and I give them hell.
The ball comes up, you've got it. Use it. Don't do this or that, because it's gone. It'll go through you every time.
Bad move, bad move.
All right? Use your body, use your legs. That's what they're for.
Turn around. Scoot the ball. Okay, it's off the ground. Scoop it. Bring it back to your own body. Half a line on first, on plate, half a line on third.
Now, Darryl, I believe you were involved in the actual design of the ball.
It went through a design period. We got away from the baseball because of its possible injury factor.
Yes.
When a ball hits a child, obviously, or an adult, it can either bruise or break the skin, consequently creating the child to be either come ball shy, So for balls actually hitting them, they have a tendency to back away from it. So what we did was we got a high low density impact rubbers and we moulded them into that ball, which looks like an oversized golf ball. It has the resin taping on the side, which for all intents and purposes looks like a oversized golf ball with a little bit of baseball in it. Whatever a baseball can do, this ball can actually do in flight.
Well, well done, Daryl. That's excellent.
Ungloved hand, Cardinal Simpson. Don't use your gloved hand, guys. It doesn't work.
And John, if someone wants to get involved with this or wants to know more information about this, who would they contact?
Well, they contact Daryl mainly. We, in turn, when it's due for reselection for the next year, once the children come back from Japan, they automatically have done their tour. The committee goes on and finishes off the season, which we don't stop. Right. Then what happens is Daryl will send out invitation to clubs and other sorts of identities, and the children tend to know when it's time anyway. they want to come back and have another shot at it. So, but yeah, a lot of it's word of mouth, and then through Daryl himself.
Yep. And do you have a phone number at all?
The phone number that can be contacted is 9277 7031. If people want to know a little bit more about pitchball, by all means, I mean, yes, contact us and we'll be able to pass on the relevant information.
Fantastic. And John, what do you actually do here with your coaching role?
Me, I've been coaching for I think about 14-15 years in other avenues. About 5 years ago I joined the Pitchball Association. I am one of the major coaches that teach them to pitch, throw, catch, the basic ball skills, which all the children have got to learn. I also do coach coaches, how to coach children. Yep. So like Daryl's also a course presenter, and myself for other associations which we go out and it's sort of in our blood, we can't get out of it. We're involved in about 3 different associations as far as that goes.
And now you both have a son each that is on the team?
My son went the last time we went to Japan, and so did my daughter. Yes. The club's not purely and simply put down to male orientation. Yes. Behind us we have some young ladies, 4 young ladies that actually will be part of the team, and consequently being part of the team means that they must serve battery positions, which is catching or throwing. Yes. So the boys don't dominate those positions. Consequently, over the period of time, we've found that the matching up of the boys with the girls seems to be a challenge within itself to the boys and the girls, but nevertheless seems to bring out that overall team spirit for success. Excellent. And the girls have a major role playing in that. Yep. Okay.
So can all of you say hello in Japanese?
Konnichiwa.
Can you all of you say balls and all in Japanese?
Balls and all! Japanese.
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, good luck. Thank you.
Go, 2, 3. Okay, yes, finish it.
What a beautiful city we live in.
It is. It is a very beautiful city that we live in.
Now, the boys and girls having a good time there, having some fun. Thanks to the coaches and everyone there.
Yes, thank you very much, and good luck. Good luck to all the guys and girls. And we hope you have a great time. And we will be going down to see them all again before they take off. So keep watching, and you'll see them again.
And they'll be able to all speak Japanese to us thanks to Rosalind, their teacher there.
Yeah, maybe they can say balls and all in Japanese.
Maybe for real this time.
Yeah, boys.
You just seen the memorial up in Kings Park. Just want to point out something to you that in a show a couple back, a few people have said when we did our Australia Day show that I might have confused it with Anzac Day because we did one segment from the memorial, but that wasn't what I was saying. What I was trying to point out to people is don't forget when we're enjoying ourselves on Australia Day, don't forget those people who did give their lives for us to be able to enjoy life. I wasn't saying it was Anzac Day, so just wanted to clarify that with you. And don't forget, get your pens and papers out for to contact us with Your Sports and Leisure. You seen earlier, we just spoke to some kids playing cricket in their backyard. And the NASCAR went fantastic on the weekend.
What a weekend, but I have to admit, it's good that it's over.
Yeah,
We've been very, very busy. Things have been very hectic, and I mean, obviously things weren't made easy, and thank you very much to the guy that stole Barry's mobile phone.
Yeah.
We really did not need that.
Thanks very much for that. Yeah, so if you want to ring Barry, his number is... James, you had a good time up there in the little sweat box.
It was awesome. I've always, ever since I was a kid, I've loved watching NASCARs, and to see it live was such an experience for me. As for you, the viewer, whoever was down there on the day, I just think it was brilliant, and thanks a lot for bringing it to Perth, I suppose, Barry. And
yeah, so keep an eye out. It's going to be here next year again.
Certainly will.
Thank you for all those who followed it, and the people that said hello to us. We appreciate it, and that's why we do the show as well for you, like you've said to us. Okay, we're going to be taking another break, and we'll be back with maybe another place we might be. So we'll see you in a minute. Balls and all, and we're about to send to a bit of footage that we took recently when the semi-finals were on from the Gridiron West competition, and the competition was certainly really good.
It was absolutely fantastic, especially this weekend for the semi-finals. You had 4 of the top teams competing. In the first contest, you saw a great game between, you would have to say that those 2 teams played their guts out. The Jets on one hand and the Saints. It was a very good game, 24-14 in the finish, and I'd have to say you saw one of the best quarterbacks in the league, 2 of the best quarterbacks going head to head.
Now, Ben Newton, who we tried to get an interview with, we actually ran out of tape, but so we'll get back with you, Ben. Our guys will call your guys, as you said, but Ben Newton is, I've seen him, he's been in the league, I think, for about 10 years now, and I've seen him come through the ranks and whatever, and he established himself years ago as probably the best homegrown quarterback, and now he's got some problems there. A few boys coming along there, like we saw from the Saints with Jason Dixon, and also Craig Foster from the Giants.
And I will say this about Newton. After watching all the quarterbacks all season, I would have to say that Newton still is the most accurate quarterback as far as dropping back and throwing the football. Wouldn't you agree, James?
Yeah, for sure. He's been doing it a long time. He's very good at it.
The other thing, though, is the Andy Dodsworth and Glenn Hall, who played great for him as well.
Played magnificent.
But as we saw, the Saints had the little bit of the gunpowder with the boys, the Iceman and Paul Brown and all those guys. Fraser Clark, who ran great for them. They were chasing Fraser all day.
I think a lot of credit also has to be given to Harris, their running back. I thought Omar Harris did a tremendous job of getting tough yardage when they needed it, which opened up their passing game, so they were able to throw to Paul Brown. Incidentally, Paul Brown caught 2 touchdowns on the day when the scores were deadlocked at 0-all.
Yeah, I taught him everything he knows.
Exactly.
Now, something we want to explain now, it's we know Gridiron, whatever, but as although the interview doesn't show, I was going to say it's all mainly Australian boys out there.
Right.
The only ones that wanted to come talk to us were mainly the Yanks, of course.
I don't know how
Yanks
that happened.
have big mouths if you haven't been pointed that out.
No.
And proud Australian myself. In fact, speaking of proud Australian, this is we're outside the Opera House where I actually met my wife, going back 26 years ago.
Wow.
Here, coming up to 27 years ago here, so I've been here a long time, here at the Opera House. People who go back remember that pubs used to close at 10 o'clock back in those days, but it was always open here till midnight with music.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know what I like about this place? If you look at this place side on, it almost looks like the White House back in the States. So if we look real close, you might see Hillary and maybe Bob or Monica, and well, we wouldn't see Monica.
Anybody has a few cigars.
Probably under the table. But anyway.
Now, let me explain a little bit about the game, this Gridiron game, okay? Now, of course, everyone says, oh, a bunch of girls out there wearing helmets and shoulder pads, but when you see the game, when you play the game, you'll know what it's all about, because there's nothing half-hearted or whatever, no side-on stuff. It's full-on, and I'll come at you.
Exactly.
balls and all.
Or a player will come at you head on, and I mean face to face. They'll hit you face to face.
And he doesn't want to ask you for dinner either. He's trying to punish you on every single play. That's why they have to stop every play.
Now, the game originates from rugby, as most games do, which come back like Aussie rules and all that. We all come back, I think, originally from soccer and then rugby. Am I right, or whatever? And now the game originated from there. Let me explain basically. Team A kicks off to Team B. We're on a field which is 100 yards long, with each end zone an extra 10 yards each side, so 120 yards long, but the playing area is 100 yards long. I kick to Wayne's team. He runs it upfield as far as he can, and we tackle him. Then from there, he has 4 downs, or like in rugby, you have
4, and some it
6
depends
tries or 5 tries.
4 or 5 tries, depending on.
Yeah, we know a lot about rugby.
What code?
I can see. We're going to have to do some rugby
Third
stories.
tackle, kick the ball. Okay.
And then on the sidelines, they put what's called chains, where they stretch him out 10 yards from where the ball is. So he's trying to come at me. The chains are on the side. He has 4 goes, 4 downs, 4 plays, whatever you want to call it, to advance the ball past that 10 yards by running it or passing it. If he achieves that, he gets another 4.
Another 4, baby.
But if he doesn't do it, I get the ball. So what happens, he tries, and Wayne being his team, of course, we stop him.
Excuse me?
So a few basketball players out there will agree with me, won't we?
Talk to the hand.
And if we stop him, then we get the ball. So on the 4th down, if he's down in the bad area, too close to our goal line, he'll kick and we'll return it. Or if they attempt and muck up, we get the ball and we get another 4 going the other way. So that's the basics of the game. There's a lot of other things, offsides and holding and face masking and whatever else. But the game's pretty much controlled violence, would you say?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's similar to, as you see in footy, somebody wants to give you a good hip and shoulder. It's basically the same thing. James, I've seen him clean up a few players on the field.
Well, you got to try. I suppose you get taught how to hit when you go to training and you play the sport. It's pretty much using your helmet and shoulder pads and get down low and beating the man, especially if he's twice your size. It's hard work, but it's a lot of good fun out there. You get rid of a lot of good aggression too.
Now, we've been around the game here in Perth for 12 seasons, coming up to 13 seasons.
Long time.
And next year, of course, we'll say congratulations to all the teams that played this year. When the season gets closer, we're going to start telling you how to get in touch with the teams. And some of you guys out there should have a go at the game, because it's West Australian boys out there having fun.
I'd like to say that the Broncos can use some players, so if any of you guys are out there interested, come down.
Yeah. And okay, now look, we're going to start waffling about it. We're going to show you some footage of the game, okay?
Yeah, great game. Have a look. Great game there. I believe you got a pick there, young man, and your name is still Keith Watkins. Is that right?
I didn't actually get a pick. Actually just played really good defense. It was a team effort, though, you know. I wish I had a pick, but it's all good. We won.
That's right.
Won as a team, so, you know. But just looking forward to next week. Get another.
Well, you guys made a very good effort defensively. What was going through your minds? What did Coach Calvin say to you guys before the game? What was the speech about?
But between the yelling and the screaming?
What we can print and talk about?
Basically, pick your heads up. The game ain't over. You know, I mean, Calvin's always told us it ain't 4 quarters, it's 5 quarters in the game, and that's how you got to play. I mean, we were getting pretty tired out there in the first half of the game, and I don't know if that was actually due to lack of fitness or they were just running the crap out of us. But it's just a matter of keeping your head up, and that's basically what he's been telling us, to keep our head up, and so that's what we did.
Excellent. Now, Omar, the game was close and tight. Omar, you did a couple of significant runs to get the team going. The score was very tight in the first half. What happened in halftime to get your game going? Because you guys really picked it up in that third period where you needed to.
Well, with my experience in playing in the USA, I actually knew that I had to come up another notch. If I came up another notch, the team members would come up as well. I mean, thanks to Coach Kelvin, we basically just had to pull together, and that's exactly what we did. And if one person or a couple of team members can motivate the other team members, we all can lift, because we know what the potential that we have, being, you know, the Saints.
Right. Now, I mean, I noticed a couple of times in the second half, I thought your fitness level was a lot better in the second half than the first, because I noticed a couple of times you broke a lot more tackles for tough short yardage gains. I think that was something maybe you guys talked about at halftime, so that was very good.
We talked about that also, but I was actually going both ways, and sometimes it's hard to go both ways trying to focus on defense and offense. Not saying that our running backs that we have behind me are better as well, but it was pretty hot out here today, and you can't really play in this sort of weather. It's really hot, and so I just had to step up a notch, and that's what happened, and the team followed.
Excellent. Now, Calvin, you've done a great job. Every time we have you, these guys win, so I don't know what the deal is. Maybe you'll need to get us through all your games. But anyway, now, what was your talk about at halftime? Game's close.
Okay. Well, basically, we'd gone out in the first half. I felt the Jets were dominating us. They were moving the ball. Offense were getting 3 and out, 4 and out, and the defense was just falling to bits. Feeling tired, having to go out there and beat it. But we rallied every time, on the punts and stopping them on their field goals. So the game was 0-0 and just went out there at halftime. I said to the guys, look, we're undefeated this season, but it doesn't mean anything you lose this game. I said, you've got all year to rest. If you lose, no, I'm not going to say, but basically, pull your heads in.
I think we can read that bit.
Pull your heads in, okay? Start playing as a team, step it up a notch. Go out there and attack, play like we train, play like we are the Saints. Offense do the same, and then we come out in the second half. Defense went out with a different attitude, ran up to the huddles, and I think we broke the Jets then, and then the offense built off that, scored, and then defense built. And every time we scored, instead of going down a little bit slacker, we turned it up a notch. I think we let it go in the last 5 minutes, but we just kept turning up, and once we saw the Jets were beat, we just drove it in for home run.
Excellent. I know that's a tough situation because you don't want to get anybody injured after you know that the score is kind of out of doubt and you're going to win the ball game.
Yeah, I don't think it was out of doubt until the last 2 minutes. Jets are very good at coming back in those sort of situations. But we've been in a lot of finals games, our team, and we've been in a lot of close games this season, and we weren't about to give up.
Excellent. Now, Paul Brown, the game's tight. You scored 2 touchdowns. You want to talk us through those plays?
I can't remember the plays.
Oh, he can't remember the plays. All right, now he needs some no-dos, but we'll talk about it. Now,
This one is a post. I just ran down the field, and my corner, let me go. Found myself open in the back of the end zone, stuck my hands up, and Jason threw me the ball. Because he's the man. The second one was the defense. The defense recovered a fumble right at the goal line. The rest was easy. Very team effort.
excellent. Now, Jason Dixon by far is one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the league. I think if you look at the comparisons between the 2 great quarterbacks that we saw today, if you look at a Ben Newton, I think he is a very accurate passer. I don't think he possesses the scrambling skills and the evasion skills of a Jason Dixon. Would that be fair to say?
I would say Jason Dixon will be the only quarterback in the league that'll get out there and lead block for his backs. He'll run an option and take a hit and put a hit on.
And play defense.
Yeah, it drives defenses crazy. That's why they get upset,
When a man comes off on defense, he's the first one to jump on.
Yep.
He wants to make a hit. He'll play linebacker, he'll play safety, he'll play corner. He doesn't care. He just likes to hit.
Some big hits there. Some guys really playing some hard football. James, what do you got to say about the Giants and the Saints?
They both went out and they played hard. They're both very strong teams. They've been around all these years. They've been in every almost grand final, semi-final. I don't think they've missed one, so it was a great game.
2 teams that have really dominated the league. This year, the Vipers, I think this is their first time ever in the finals, isn't it?
I would be for certain.
We used to play them almost every year in the semis.
In the semis,
Really?
okay.
Okay.
And used to knock them out back in the old days.
Just to literally knock them out.
But we let them get in this time. So you guys from the Vipers, remember, I told the team, look, hold back, let them win. They haven't been in the finals. And, of course, everyone out there believes that, don't they?
They do. You know what I like about that boost though? The fact that you got two great running backs going against each other. You got James Chavis, number 34 for the Giants. Chavis, I'm beating his name up. Forgive me, James. And then you have Omar Harris on the other side for the Saints. So I think whichever one of those two gets the most yardage will probably go well in deciding who wins.
And also with the Vipers, I reckon they have one of the best linebackers in the league with Jason Gastrell.
Jason Gastrell, he's very good.
Number 60, he's been around for a while, played the game for a while. And
very versatile. That's what I like about him. He goes both ways.
Certainly a top player. And Dennis, the quarterback there.
Dennis
Sapina, who...
I've had a few subpoenas too, but I'm not going to pay him.
Speaking of subpoenas, you know, it's behind us. We're just dropping Wayne off, really, because that's the family law court.
See you guys.
That's actually Wayne's house, so we just had to come all the way here to drop him off.
There's a D block in there from Wayne.
Good to see you, buddy. You better go.
So look, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back, everyone. We're now up in Kings Park, and as you can see, we've come out at night time for a reason. We wanted to show you some of the lights of our beautiful city, the City of Lights.
It's really excellent. I really came out at night. I was hoping James and I could get some hubcaps, but you know, if you want to go with that story, that's okay. It works for me.
Yeah, Wayne, I was just going to ask, do you know why Perth is called the City of Lights?
I don't know.
Well, I do.
Yeah, Moose, don't you tell us, Moose?
Well, when the astronauts went over, they actually could see Perth, so...
And do you know, remember who the astronaut was?
John Glenn?
John Glenn, that's the one?
Yeah, John Glenn. So, hey, I've been here a long time, man. I tell you, I'm an Australian.
Hey, didn't John Glenn, he just went up a couple of years ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he used Viagra and he got through. That's amazing stuff.
Now, we got the beautiful city behind us, we've shown you, and what a fantastic city we live in. We're so lucky to live in this city.
Lucky.
Yeah, very, very lucky.
Now, some people who are out there getting fit with this new fitness that's going on.
Oh, what is that? Tybo?
I think what Wayne's
Tybo, yeah.
Tybo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't leave the blank in my sentence for that.
Billy Blanks, leave your heart out.
Yeah.
Or eat your heart out, depending on what you had. Anyway.
Zane went down and spoke to a bunch of people learning Tybo and getting themselves fit and keeping themselves really into
Everybody suck it in.
So if you'd like to know a little bit more, we've all seen the commercials. Send in your $2.3 squillion.
We can help you.
That's right.
The tape only cost $5 million. No, just kidding.
Yeah, so have a look at Zane's story where he went down and spoke to some people learning Tybo.
And 1 and 2. Sorry, only kidding.
We have Jan and Brenda. Welcome to the show, Brenda.
Hi. Hi, thank you.
And can you guys tell me briefly why you're doing this Tybo and what's your reasons?
Oh, to keep fit, to lose body fat. Yeah,
Jeff, tell us more about all this.
Okay, well, the Tybo is a cardio fitness workout. Involves like kicking, punching, kneeing, elbows, and we try and get everyone to really get into it and lose weight and stuff like that.
So this is basically, when you say cardiovascular, it's all about fitness and making your body better and stronger, and also learning how to defend yourself in the case of if that ever arises, the need be.
Yeah, well, it's not really going to defend yourself, but it's going to actually teach you how to punch, how to kick. But to actually defend yourself, you actually have to learn how to do an actual martial art course or something. You know? This is just more of a cardio workout, where you're going to learn how to do kicks and punches, but it's more of a cardio workout.
We've invited a few more people to talk to us on Channel 31 regarding the Tybo, and they've also just finished that class that we've just seen, and they look pretty tired and pretty hot. And can you tell us what kind of value you get out of doing Tybo?
It's a lot of exercise, it's great for your fitness, and it's fun. You learn how to punch and do some martial arts at the same time.
What about yourself?
Teaches you self-defense, like kickboxing, I used to do kickboxing, it's very similar, and I've lost 5 kilos in about a month.
Well, there you go. Everybody wants to do that.
Yeah, I've been doing it 3 times a week, which isn't too much. It's quite convenient, you know, sometimes with other exercise you have to do it like 5 times a week to get results, but yeah, 3 times a week.
So that's not bad for, not doing exercise that often. What about yourself?
When you first started, it shows how unfit you are, but once you get into it, you start to loosen up, you feel great, you can feel your muscles working. So it's definitely a good workout. I suggest it to anyone who wants to get a higher fitness level.
Yeah, well, that was pretty cool. I reckon it's good to see the Taibo. A lot of people can go down locally and do it rather than spending all that money.
And one thing I noticed is it's being done in a lot of different centres around Perth. So if you want to do it, get into it.
And I think the main thing about it is a lot of people said they tried to lose weight around the midsection area, and they said it's been a struggle. Moose wouldn't know about that, but for us average people, it's been a struggle. But what they say about this, and it's true, it actually works all these sections of your body, so it does work. It does work.
It does.
It does. It really does.
Is that how you did it?
Yeah, you know, I was about 500 stone, and then I did that, and I'm still there. But you get that.
Nothing like a bit of Taibo. Okay, well, we've shown you quite a few different things that's going on around the city. We're going to show you a bit of the NASCAR next week.
Yes, we certainly are.
We're going to give you the results of that, and hopefully they'll be allowing us to give away some more tickets for that next year. But that's a long way off for now. Everyone would like to have a rest now.
Oh yes, we definitely need a rest after all this.
Long campaign.
And we're going to tell you also how the Gridiron went.
Yep, and that should be very exciting. So stay tuned. That means don't leave.
One thing everyone has to watch out for is hopefully by the next 1 or 2 shows we should be able to go down for the day and see all the people going for a ride in a NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, we're going to be leaving you now. Don't forget every Monday night. Oh, don't forget it's what day is it coming up?
Happy Hamster Day, isn't it? All you little hamsters, get out there and hang out. We do it.
Where they take the hamster out and if it sees its shadow.
Yes, Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
Oh, sorry. What was that, Gerbil? Gerbil Day?
Gerbil Day.
No.
Armageddon.
It's actually Valentine's Day coming up. So don't forget to send your Valentine something, okay?
Hello.
Well, we're going to leave you now, and don't forget, we're going to leave you with some footage of the Gridiron. A little bit more of what went on there, and as we always say, don't forget, every Monday night, 8:30, and the name of the show is...
Balls and all!
Make sure you bring them.
And we'll see you then.
Howdy doody.